Hi, everybody. Today you're going to start Gizmo. We're going to start our online lab. And actually, over the next 3 days, you're going to be doing different parts of the lab using Gizmo. So if you remember on Monday, we got started and we decided to log in and enroll, right? And so once you get to Gizmo, and if you don't remember, the Gizmo link is right here. So we just watched the video, right? We're watching the video right now. The Gizmo link is down here under step 2 where it says Explore Learning Gizmo. So if you click on that, you're going to get to a screen that looks like this, okay? Just like we practiced on Monday. And when you get there, you're going to go to Log and Enroll. You're going to type in your username. If you remember, your username kind of looks like 2023 and then 4 other numbers. You guys should have written this down just like the directions. If you can't remember what it is, please ask the substitute today. And she has the list of everything that'll help you get online, okay? She has your username and your password, okay? And especially if you weren't here on Monday, make sure that you ask her for your username and password. Okay, so you're going to put your username and password in. Mine happens to be a little different than yours. And then carefully put in your password, because sometimes I don't put in the right one and it tells me I didn't get it right. So you got to be really careful. Then I'm going to click the login. Okay, and then what it should do is take you to a screen that looks like this. Okay, and it should say the name of your period and Mrs. Pasico and then growing plants. And what we're going to do today is basically do an online lab. So if you click on growing plants, or you could also click this launch button, basically you launch Gizmo right here. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. Okay, when you pull it up, you'll notice down at the bottom, there's all this stuff like a quiz. We're not doing a quiz, skip that part. Okay, you're going to mostly work here. Okay, at the same time you have this open, you want to make sure you also go down to Google Classroom and click on Gizmo Activity A, because it's going to open up to something that you're going to fill in. Here's a clue. And this whole time while you're doing Gizmo, anytime you see this orange box, that means you're going to have to type in something. That means I want you to answer the question. So look for orange boxes, okay? But it's really, really important not to just jump from orange box to orange box, because you're not going to know what the heck is going on. So Gizmos also train us to be really good scientist readers. And as a scientist, you've got to be a good reader. So make sure you go slow. This will not take that long. And actually read and look at all the directions. It will really help. But a clue is that whenever you see an orange box, you've got to answer an answer. Okay, I'll be looking to see how you answer these orange boxes. Okay, so let's go back to Gizmo, okay? What I encourage you to do before you even start Gizmo is play around with it. Basically, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be growing 3 plants. So you've got a pot here, you've got a ruler to measure how tall it's going to go, you've got water, and then you've got lights. And notice there's pot A, part B, and part C. And I would just, when I first get on Gizmo, I would just practice playing around with it. So if you notice, if I click on the daily water, I can drag it up and down. So look at the amount down here where it tells me I'm at 440 milliliters. If I wanted to make it 100 milliliters, I'd go all the way up. Really easy to drag back and forth, okay? Then I also can turn the lights on. You'll notice there's 3 lights right here, but if I click on one, now there's only 2 lights. If I click on another one, there's only 1 light. And then if I click on the other one, there's back to 2 again. Okay, so I can keep switching between no and 2 and 3 lights. Okay. And I can do the same for all of these. I can switch these on and off. I can pull water up and down, switch lights. So here I just kind of play with it. And I'm actually going to put one down. It's just kind of fun to play. Then down here are your supplies. And it might tell you in the directions, like you're going to grow a tomato or a bean or a turnip or add fertilizer or add compost. Okay. So if you look at this, like maybe I'll just try. I'm going to click on a tomato and drag it in pot A. Whoops. There we go. Click on a bean, put it in pot B. Click on a turnip, put it in pot C, okay? Then, because we're not actually in the lab, it's going to simulate real time. So if you go over here and click on play, it'll start playing and it's going to run. So now we're on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. Anytime I want to stop it, I click the pause. Okay, so after 22 days, here's what's grown. This guy a little bit, this guy a ton, this guy a little bit more. If I want to run it even more, I click on play again and it keeps going. Okay, again, if I want to stop it, I hit pause. If I want to clear everything because I realize, this one should have been a tomato and not a bean, Then I click this go back button and it resets everything. See how everything has been reset? One thing that you might not notice though is that you're still going to have to drag and clear these things out, okay? And actually, instead of just doing that, I totally forgot. You can just click on clear pots and notice how it's all gone. So even if I did like this and this, I made a mistake. Instead of dragging them back, I can just put clear pots, okay? So what you're going to be doing today is carefully following the instructions on your Google Doc. Okay, so you're going to go to your Google Doc, follow the directions. You're going to start with a question where you have to think about stuff before, and it's just asking you for a general question. Then it's going to take everybody to activity A. And basically, what activity A is going to ask everybody to do is to write a hypothesis and then set up a gizmo with these settings. So if you look at this, it says you need a bean seed in pot A, 2 lights on, and 0 water. Then you're going to play it for a certain amount of time, collect your data, and fill it in here. And then you got a couple questions to answer. But that's it, guys. That's all you're doing today. Tomorrow you'll do part B, and then the next day you'll do the last part. And you're kind of learning and building on it each time. Each day you're going to need to have the Gizmo login. So make sure that you ask the sub for your username and password today before you leave, or else you won't be able to do this. Okay, and I'm not going to be around to be able to answer your email, unfortunately, either. So make sure you ask the sub today. Okay? All right, guys, good luck. Have fun. Get Gizmo in.